Well, Jim, did you see there were other releases? The
I
WWE.
did see this. Would you like to go over some of those too?
Do you have the names in front of you?
I have some names. Would you like to name some names? I demand that you name names. I have the names. Do you have the names?
I have the names. Who's doing the naming of the names?
Tell me some of your names.
According to what I have here, Mickie James, gone from WWE.
And that's obviously she's one of the more talented and experienced girls that they've had on their roster over the last 20 years. Do you go with young, klutzy, ditzy girls that don't know how to grab their ass with both hands, but at least you can have them for 10 years and they might figure it out? Or do you go with the people that actually know what they're doing and have name value and built-in fan base, but you can't have them for 10 more years? I don't know. I would myself would have fired a few more before I'd have fired Mickie, but that's just me.
Well, speaking of women on the roster, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce were both released.
Okay, well, that settles one question, because I wrote those names down and I didn't know who either one of those guys were. So
they were the Iconics.
Have we seen? Okay, that must have been, did we ever watch their show? If so, that must have been the stuff I fast forwarded.
Their show? We've watched their show, yeah.
Whatever show they were on, the Raws or the SmackDowns, what show were they on?
They were on, I want to say SmackDown, but I don't even know.
Okay, so I didn't know who Billy was and I didn't know who Peyton was, but I assumed they were two developmental guys.
Also, Chelsea Green.
I was upset about that until I realized that it wasn't Chelsea Handler. And I wondered where her show has been for the last few years. I love to watch Chelsea Handler's show, but then it went off the air.
Isn't it on Netflix?
Well, that's the same thing as being off the air. It's not, Netflix ain't on the air.
There's nothing you like enough that if it went off the air, you wouldn't say, you know what, this is it. Stacy, I want Netflix everywhere I go.
Well, no, she's got that shit on some of the TVs, and I don't know how to work it, and it pisses me off.
So there's no show that would leave broadcast TV to go to Netflix that would cause you to say, you know what, I'm going to figure this out.
If they start broadcasting unseen video of Mid-South Wrestling, I'll follow it anywhere.
All right, so Jim won't be learning Netflix, but let's get a few more names here on the list. Tucker.
He was the other mechanic or machinery guy, not the short one that they made a complete comedy stooge, but the other one. Didn't he have Tucky on the ass of his trunks? And he was the partner of the guy that didn't he get knocked off the roof of the goddamn Titan Tower during one of those pay-per-view cinematic things, or whatever? Some girl was taking advantage of him. I don't fucking know. They wore gas station attendant outfits.
That's right.
Yeah. See you later, Tucker. That'll actually probably be the best thing for him, because wherever he goes, he will not call himself Tucker.
Also leaving WWE, Kalisto.
Which one of the shows was he on, Brian?
I'm not sure. He was one of the Lucha House Party, I believe.
Oh, okay, because I always skip them, because I didn't understand why the Luchas were having a house party. I'm sure he'll be happier wherever the fuck he ends up, because wouldn't you have to be?
A release has been granted for Bo Dallas.
Well, how many hostages did we have to trade for him before they agreed to grant his release? What did he cost us? Was it a straight ransom in cash, or did we have to give some of our political prisoners over? Has he wrestled there in the past 3 or 4 years?
I don't remember the last time we saw him do anything on any of the pay-per-views we watched, and I believe I heard that he's now been doing some stuff in real estate in Florida. so maybe
preparing, obviously.
Maybe he's preparing. Yeah.
This was unexpected, and he hasn't wrestled in 2 years. He's got a real estate license, but They finally did they Iron Sheik him and they forget he was under contract?
I'm not sure, but Bo Dallas gone.
Possibly. Now who's God damn it, because they've changed so many of these guys' names, but who was he? He's Bray's brother, right?
Correct.
And Mike's son.
Correct.
So maybe they were just being nice to the Fiend until they burned him alive. And then, but now Alexa's gone out on her own, got her own puppet party. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is it? So what was Alexa Bliss's puppet, by the way? What?
Lily.
What is it, though? What?
It's like a little scary female dog. I don't know how I'm describing this. A little scary female puppet. I mean, not scary, but supposed to be, with like crazy teeth, and she talks.
Yeah, I thought it was like an animal, because the other one, they had the pigs and the cows and the...
No. This appears to be of the human form.
You think they can give some more of Bo Dallas's family their notice sometime soon, so we don't have to look at any of that?
It would be nice, but I don't think that will happen. But someone who did get his release...
I like Mike Rotunda, but...
Someone who did get his release, someone who you were not really a big fan of, Mojo Rawley.
That was the idiot that was the sidekick of Ron Gronkowski, right?
Rob, but yes, they're best friends in real life.
Rob, that's damn right. They were stealing from the WWE. They were robbing from them what they were doing. Every time that Mojo Rawley and Ron Gronkowski got paid, they were robbing the company. I'm glad to see him go. I'd like to help him on the way out.
And finally, Wesley Blake.
I thought he was a 60s sitcom character actor. Who is Wesley Blake?
I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe that's why some of these... See, that's what I'm saying. Some of these people, the releases are neither shocking nor possibly undeserved. That's why Samoa Joe and Mickey James, to some extent, stood out in this list.
The Bo Dallas thing is interesting, though. If it's true that he's been putzing around in real estate for a while, and I say that jokingly, but maybe he's been successful in real estate. I don't know. It says something about the state of affairs where you leave WWE. If you want to go to AEW and they want you, that's an option. Japan, for some people, is an option, not for everybody, but some of these guys, there's nowhere else to work. It's about, let's shift into another career now.
Yeah, because the wrestling business has never been in better shape. It's such a boom period. I saw somebody's tweet. They said, I can't believe guys like Cornette can't just relax and enjoy this wonderful period of wrestling that we're living in. Oh, God. Anybody else? Did they can anybody else?
I believe that is it.